The figure wasn't standing. It was impaled on a wooden stake driven deep into the earth. The thump was the sound of its head, swaying slightly in the breeze, repeatedly knocking against the wood. But the worst part wasn't the stake, or the long, tattered burlap sack covering its face. The worst part was the ground. It wasn't barren anymore. Clinging to the dark, rich soil surrounding the impaled figure were dozens of small, pale, and incredibly fragile human hands. They looked like seedlings, their fingers curled and reaching, slowly sprouting from the earth. Sarah's stomach lurched. The hands were small, the size of a child's, and they seemed to be growing toward the nourishment dripping down the central stake. A guttural, wet sound, a chuckle that seemed to come from below the earth, made them turn and run. As they scrambled back over the fence, Kate risked one final look. The impaled figure slowly, ever so slowly, raised one of its own long, impossibly spindly hands, pointing it directly at them. The burlap face turned slightly, and in the space where the neck met the shoulders, a single, glistening corn kernel fell and landed precisely in the soil, right between a pair of the newly sprouted hands. None of them stopped running until the horrifying image was replaced by the bright lights of town, but the feeling of those small, cold fingers reaching from the dirt, harvesting the fear they'd left behind, would haunt their every Halloween to come. If you enjoyed this story, click on subscribe for more interesting stories.